Hair of two shadows, ink on a blade's thin grin. Cradle songs in minor keys taught him where wars begin. Desert wind through marble halls counts each measured breath. Every vow a stepping stone, placed across a death.
Steel speaks first lessons,
Silence distance aim.
mass learn his heartbeat.
Fear learns to say his name. Falcon eyes track footfall, sand in an hourglass spin. He draws straight lines through chaos and calls that discipline. A circle of whetstones hum,
Demons fist at heel.
he leads without mercy so no one
Forgets what's real.
rival blood remembers.
Scar across a cousin's life.
Carved a warning into sight.
Do not contest his right.
Ink and oil on canvas, hide the tremor in his hand. Anatomy of virtue, mapped like fractures in the land. Born with a crown of ashes, trained not to bleed or bow if greatness is a verdict.
He lives inside its vow.
But the blade sees a mirror he cannot outpace. Every victory echoes in an empty place. The choir falls silent, the city holds its breath.
When they say nobody can break me,
While they're standing tall,
when there's nobody can bend me,
iron in their call.
when there's nobody can track me,
Through the midnight sprawl,
when there's nobody can end me,
write it on the wall.
when there's nobody can chain me,
Lock and legend fall,
when there's nobody can change me,
oath and blood and thrall.
when there's nobody can feed me,
Hold the breath of love.
I am
Nobody. Gargoyles watch you measure roofs in Gotham rain. New law in the arteries, do no killing to win. Gloved hands reroute the lightning into open palm. He learns restraint like counterpoint beneath the psalm. Father is a mountain, cold and carved from night. He scales that silhouette to understand the light. Brothers at his shoulder fold the fury into form. He counts to 10, then chooses mercy over storm. Files bloom open, clues align like quiet stars. He reads the silence, stitches shut as city scars. Every doubt is sandpaper, smoothing out his pride. He keeps the oath with teeth, even when pulled wide. Canvas in the window, oil glistening with rain. He paints an honest future over borrowed pain. If worth is not a scoreboard, he will learn the score to leave a softer footprint than the boots before. The map of old commandments written in his stride. The thunder threads a needle, mercy at his side. Count 2, count 3, let every muscle ease.
when they say nobody can break me,
While they're standing tall,
when there's nobody can bend me,
iron in their call.
when there's nobody can track me,
Through the midnight sprawl,
when there's nobody can end me,
write it on the wall.
when there's nobody can chain me,
Lock and legend fall,
when there's nobody can change me,
oath and blood and thrall.
when there's nobody can defeat me,
Hold the breath of love.
I am
Nobody. Analahad, the oath unlearned. Footprints in the rain where old banners burn. Out answers the siren of the double kick's plea. Canaan threads the needle through a torn liturgy. Names like salt on the tongue, release, let go. Ashes in the chalice, breathing slow. A crosswind of virtues, a compass made of scars. He files down the edges, reforges all the bars. Cello drones like thunder trapped beneath the bone. Choir opens black robe. up the scabbard, leaves the